And gentlemen, I think for clarity, we are not here as Osage's colleagues. We are here as Osage's friends and brothers. I think the first thing to do is to correct. There was a way Emmanuel told the story at the start of his speech this evening about him coming to Lagos and that we selected him to be MC and so on and so forth. What I will do is to actually tell you the correct story. So it was Mr. Sumanu's 78th birthday, and it was when we got to the venue. Thanks but no thanks to Mr. Alabajaya, we suddenly realized we didn't have an MC. So we were looking for a cheap one on the road. And Emmanuel came very, very angry. The other part of the story that I really want to correct, he actually made the point that he did so well. The next event we're going to have after that one, where he was our MC, was something similar to this that we did for Osagie in Lagos. And at the first meeting to plan that party, one thing that was clear in our mind was that under no circumstances will Emmanuel be our MC. So that's what actually on a very, very light note. I think we're doing a very great job. Thanks to Emmanuel. So we're doing a very big man. Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think really great privilege to be part of this very, very excellently planned event for Osagie. Fortunately, Zola is not here, but it's still important to say a very few words. I would say. For a lot of folks who know me with Osagie, somebody I've followed for a very, very, very long time. As a senior brother, as a friend, as colleagues in Shell, I practically did quite a number of the jobs that Osagie did actually, apart from being MD and country chair. And I was hoping that I was going to be until he sold the company before I could become one. But that's actually on the lighter note. To just give you a bit of a sense, I worked with Osagie in Port Harcourt. We were actually for almost 5 years in Brunei together on posting. We were back in Lagos as neighbors. We've been friends, and so somebody that I really followed. And when I was thinking of the event tonight, one thing that really kind of struck me is that the event itself actually reflects the kind of person that Osagie is. Very personal, very clear about his friends, very authentic in nature, and you can see the camaraderie as we have seen here too. I think there are two sets of people that I genuinely want to thank, and I will give you the reason for thanking them. When Madame was praying, she mentioned that we're very lucky and thanking God for almost 40 years of blemished career. There are two sets of people that I will actually give a lot of credit, apart from Osagie himself, his credibility, his upbringing, always stood to himself. The first person will be his wife, Suala. Thank you. The sheer nature of just not being an hustler who keeps the home front, never puts this line very long. We don't want more than necessary. That allows Osagie to just be himself, to be able to and that has seen him. For another set of people, that is just important to say thank you to this evening, and the people around this hall. For all of you who know Osagie very well, started a lot of his career, mostly in Port Harcourt, went away for some time, came back, and you know Osagie always looked for every reason to be back with you guys here in Port Harcourt every time. But his appointment 10 years ago, and of course, a lot of work is done. What you guys have done is just to allow him to be himself. It's not very unusual in our kind of environment to get appointed. People from village, from your states, your friends, put so much pressure on you. And in a lot of cases, if you are not able to deliver to their satisfaction, you are easily ostracized. For this man to have been your friends of many, many years, to have worked with Shell, to have been country chair, MD, 10 years, allow him to be. And on top of that, you have chosen to celebrate him this night. I think it's something that I really want to thank you for. Thank you for your faith. Osagie, I've said this in a lot of times. Again, if there's anything you take away from here tonight, it's just to remain true to yourself. These are your crowd, these are your people. You always remember them, you always want to be with them. You didn't say, I'm country chair and run into a cocoon and hide yourself. You're always active. So it's essentially just to advocate and counsel that you remain who you are, remain yourself. Every little thing that has made you who you are today, I think is what you should just continue. And like I've said, I have no doubt in my mind, you are not retiring actually, because purpose doesn't retire, it reignites. And I'm sure you're going to refire, you're going to keep hearing your names and other things. I wish you well. What is important is to stay healthy. I called Osagie a few days ago and was just waking up. What's going on here? So thank you again, Emmanuel, group of friends. Thank you for celebrating. God bless you. Thank you.